Welcome back to True Tomorrows, a show that, well, it takes you on a wild ride through the future of tech.
I'm Julia Jones, and I'll be your guide to the mind-blowing world of science and AI.
And I'm Adrian Smith. I'm here to unpack the stories where innovation goes off the rails.
Yeah, we'll be diving into those thrilling and sometimes unsettling possibilities of tomorrow, separating science fiction from what could actually become our reality.
So if you're ready for a daily dose of mind-bending tech tales, hit that subscribe button and join us as we explore the uncharted territories of True Tomorrows. Today, imagine a world where we're not just mining asteroids, but reaching into other dimensions for resources. What could possibly go wrong? A lot, according to the story we're diving into today.
Oh, yeah. The multiverse mind throws us headfirst into this high-stakes scenario. It's a gritty, action-packed tale where the lines between corporate greed and cosmic horror blur.
So we meet Riggs. He's a hardened miner working for TransDim Corp, a company that's clearly more concerned with profit than the potential consequences of ripping holes in the fabric of reality.
Right. The story unfolds on a parallel Earth teeming with valuable resources. But there's an unsettling emptiness, a sense that something is deeply off.
And things take a terrifying turn when these spectral beings emerge. They're described as shimmering figures with eyes like holes in the universe. Pretty creepy, right?
Definitely sends chills down your spine. The miners' weapons are useless against these entities, and you can practically feel the dread as reality itself starts to unravel. Cracks appear in the sky, the ground, and you just know things are about to get very, very bad.
The story really highlights the potential for chaos when tampering with forces we don't understand.
Imagine the instability that could be unleashed by tearing into another dimension. Could that trigger a chain reaction? A catastrophic event that could end our universe not with a bang, but a corporate mining accident?
Yeah, and that's where the story takes us. The multiverse mind doesn't hold back on the cosmic horror. The climax is pure chaos miners, and those spectral beings are dissolving into nothingness, and the two Earths start to merge in this terrifying spectacle.
What's so compelling about this part of the story is how it visualizes the complete breakdown of reality. It's not just about the physical dangers, but the unraveling of the very laws of nature.
And then it all just ends.
Yeah.
Everyone. Everything erased. No trace, no survivors.
Uh,
Just a void where two realities once existed. It's a stark warning, a chilling reminder of what unchecked ambition can lead to.
Yeah, the absence of evidence, the total annihilation, it really amplifies the story's warning. It underscores the irreversible consequences of our actions, especially when dealing with forces beyond our comprehension.
It really got me thinking, not just about corporate greed, but about our relationship with technology in a broader sense.
Hmm.
Are we moving too fast, blinded by the allure of progress without fully considering the potential consequences?
That's a question we should be asking ourselves constantly as we push the boundaries of science and technology. The multiverse mind serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even with the best intentions, our advancements can have unintended and potentially devastating consequences.
You know, this story takes those consequences to the extreme, but it's a relevant parable for our times. Think about the debates surrounding artificial intelligence or genetic engineering. We're grappling with very real ethical dilemmas that could shape the future of humanity.
The story's bleak outlook on humanity's ability to learn from its mistakes is particularly striking. There's no redemption, no second chance. It's as if the story is suggesting that we're doomed to repeat our mistakes, even when the stakes are astronomically high.
It's interesting how the story uses the idea of dimensional instability to explore the fragility of reality. While the story takes creative liberties, the concept of disrupting the delicate balance of the universe is something that theoretical physicists have actually contemplated.
Absolutely. There are theories like the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which suggest our universe might be just one of many coexisting realities. While we're far from mining other dimensions, the idea that our actions could have ripple effects across realities is a thought-provoking one.
Think about it. If we could access other dimensions, what ethical framework would guide us? Should we even attempt to harness such power?
The multiverse mind doesn't provide answers, but it compels us to confront those uncomfortable questions. It challenges us to think critically about the choices we're making today and how they might shape tomorrow.
The story is a powerful reminder that we are the architects of our future, and it's our responsibility to ensure that our quest for progress doesn't lead to our own destruction.
We may not be facing spectral beings from other dimensions anytime soon, but the message of the multiverse mind remains relevant. We need to proceed with caution, to consider the ethical implications of our actions, and to recognize that unchecked ambition can have disastrous consequences.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the multiverse mind. But before we wrap up, I have one final question for you and for our listeners. If we could access other dimensions,
Should we?
yeah, it's a question that really makes you think. You know, long after you finish the story,
It certainly does. It makes you pause and consider the potential costs of progress. Like, is there a point where our thirst for knowledge, for resources, for pushing the boundaries crosses a line?
and who gets to decide where that line is? Scientists, corporations, governments? Or do we as a society need to have a much broader conversation about the ethical implications of these advancements before we find ourselves staring down the barrel of a dimensional catastrophe?
The story's ending, that complete erasure, it really emphasizes the fact that there might not be a second chance. When it comes to these kinds of existential risks, there's no reset button if we unleash forces we can't control.
Which brings us back to the core question I posed. If you had the ability to access other dimensions, would you?
It's a tempting proposition, isn't it? The allure of the unknown, the potential for limitless resources, the possibility of encountering other forms of life. But the multiverse mind serves as a stark reminder that we need to approach such power with extreme caution, humility, and a deep understanding of the potential consequences.
I think that's a perfect note to end on, Julia. It's been an absolute pleasure diving into the multiverse mind with you. Your insights into the science and ethics of it all have been invaluable.
The pleasure was all mine, Adrian. It's always fascinating to explore these what-if scenarios and consider the paths our future might take.
And to all our listeners out there, thank you for tuning in to True Tomorrows. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll be back tomorrow with another captivating tale from the frontiers of technology.
Until then, keep your minds open to the possibilities. And maybe keep an eye out for any suspicious cracks in reality.
That's it for us today. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the thrilling and sometimes terrifying world of True Tomorrows.